Today we are starting the geometry lesson of our second term. The first lesson of geometry in the second term is parallelograms 1. In the parallelograms 1, the first lesson and we have another second lesson. In the first lesson we are identified properties of the parallelogram. With the introduction, if ABCD is a parallelogram, this parallelogram have three properties. First one is opposite sides are equal. If this one is a parallelogram, opposite sides should be equal. That means side AB should equal side CD, side AD should equal side BC. And second property is opposite angles are equal. That means angle ABC should equal angle ADC and angle BAD should equal angle BCD. This is the second property. Third property is the area of the parallelogram is bisected by each diagonal. In this one, we are drawing another diagram. The same parallelogram I use. This one is ABCD, parallelogram ABCD. In this property given, if we draw the diagonal AC, you can observe these two triangles having this parallelogram. First triangle is a triangle ABC and second triangle is a triangle ADC. In third property says, if this one is a parallelogram, that area of the triangle ABC should equal area of the triangle ADC. This is the first part. Again, I am erase this diagonal and drawing diagonal like this. In this way. Now I am drawing diagonal BD. Now two triangles are created. First one is triangle ABD and second triangle is a triangle BCD. This third property says second thing is area of the triangle ABD should equal area of the triangle BCD. Those are the properties we have to know, and it is important. This is very important part. These three properties we should have identified clearly. To take a more knowledge about this, we should be completed exercise 16.1. After you are completing exercise 16.1, after that we can take a formal proof of these properties. Formal proof of these properties we can obtain after you are completing the exercise 16.1. Okay, now we are moving to the formal proof of that above theorem. That theorem means in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, each diagonal bisect by the area of the parallelogram. These three we are taking this part. In a formal proof, we need a data. Data is a ABCD is a parallelogram, and to prove that we need three parts we want to be proved. First part is opposite sides are equal. Second part is opposite angles are equal, and third part is each diagonal bisected by its area. For this formal proof, we need a construction. That in I take construction as drawing diagonal AC. If we are drawing diagonal AC, in the next part I take here is proof in triangle ABC and triangle ADC. We can say this angle equals to this angle and this angle equal to this angle. Right here we can say angle BAC equals angle DCA, and next thing I can say angle BCA equals angle DAC. Reason of these two is alternate angles. Because of that, this side is parallel to this side and this side is parallel to this side. Okay. Now, next thing I can say side AC equal AC. This is common side. Now, we can say triangle ABC is congruent triangle ADC. The case of the congruence is AAS is. After congruent these two triangles, I can say therefore AB side AB equals side CD and side AD equal side BC. Reason is corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Okay, this is our first thing should be good. This first part is over now. Now, I'll again say angle ABC equals angle ADC. Our second thing, the reason of this one is corresponding angles of congruent triangles. But we are facing a trouble here. Now we have to prove angle ABC equals angle ADC. What happened that BAD and BC, we are facing trouble. How to take that? To overcome that issue, we are saying if join diagonal BD can prove angle BAB equals angle BCD. If you are writing this statement, that overcome that issue. Now we can do that second part. Okay. Now we are moving to our third part. We can say triangle ABC equals triangle ADC. Reason is triangle ABC is congruent triangle ADC. We learned in the previous stages, if two triangles are congruent, area of these two triangles also equal. That property we are using here. Now here also we are facing a trouble about that triangle BAD and triangle BCD. To overcome that, again we can say if join diagonals BD can prove area of triangle BAD equals area of triangle BCD. This is the third one. In here also it's better you are writing area of triangle. ABC triangle ABC. Okay. Now we are finishing the common proof of that theorem. To practice by using this theorem, you should be completed this question of exercise 16.2. Exercise 16.2, question number 1, question number 3, question number 4, and question number 7. You should be completed before we are moving to the parallelograms 2 lesson. After completing this note and the exercises, I think you having a good knowledge of the properties of the parallelogram. In this section, we are learning in a quadrilateral what are the conditions should be satisfied to quadrilateral to become a parallelogram. Okay, what are the conditions should satisfy to quadrilateral to be became a parallelogram. Okay. In the first thing in quadrilateral became a parallelogram is if the opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Opposite sides of the quadrilateral should be equal. That means AB should equal CD, and this one is very important thing, and AD equals to BC. AD side AC equals to BC, then ABCD became a parallelogram. This is the first thing we should be identified. In a quadrilateral, two opposite sides are equal, that quadrilateral became a parallelogram. This is the first term. Then we are moving to the second condition. Second condition is if the opposite angle of the quadrilateral is equal. Opposite angle of the quadrilateral is equal, then it became a parallelogram. That means this is quadrilateral ABCD. Angle ABC equals angle ADC, and that is very important. And angle BAD equal angle BCD. These two angles and these two angles. Those opposite, both of opposite angles should be equal. Both opposite angles should be equal. After that, this quadrilateral became a parallelogram. This is the second one. Now we are moving to our third condition. Now they given a quadrilateral ABCD like this, two diagonals DB and AC are drawn. If the diagonals of the quadrilateral bisect each other means AO should equals OC and BO should equals OD. AO equals OC and BO equals OD. Then this quadrilateral became a parallelogram. Now this is the third one. This is the third condition should be satisfied to the quadrilateral to become a parallelogram. Now we are moving to our fourth and final one. That is that in a quadrilateral ABCD is given, the pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. Equal and parallel. That means AB should equals CD. AB should equal CD, and if it is AB equals CD, in other condition is AB is parallel to CD. AB equals CD and AB parallel to CD. Oh, we can select the other side also. That's the important thing is O. This first one is N and second one is O. Second we are taking the side AD. Side AD should equals BC and AD should parallel to BC. AD equal BC and AD parallel BC. Then quadrilateral ABCD became a parallelogram. Keep in mind, one of these conditions should be equal. If this condition O, this one, this down one, is satisfied, this quadrilateral became a parallelogram. After these four conditions, after these four theories, we are ending that lesson, this parallelograms too, and four special quadrilateral. For special quadrilateral, we want to be know about that. First one is square, and next one is rectangle and rhombus. Detail of that three special quadrilateral are given in your textbook. You should very carefully read about that part, and after that you should be completed exercise 17.1, question 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 2 and 3. Second and third question of that miscellaneous exercise you should be completed. After that, you having a good knowledge about these four theories. Now we are ending our program 2 lesson.